Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is August 1st, 2019, and right now we are 9 or 10 days away from the 9th of Av on August 10th and 11th. And I'm going to share with you right now one of the most important signs and one of the most important connections that can be made with what we are watching. Everything else that has been shared through my channel and through many others who are now looking at the 9th of Av. This is an amazing piece of information right here I'm going to share with you, and I'm just going to give you the facts. There's so much more I could share about the history of 9/11, and I do have a couple links that really helped me put this information together. I will leave the link in the description box to one of the articles that really helped me put this information together. But I'm going to share this with you very quickly. I do not want to go into all the history of September 11th, 2001, nor of the beginning of the New World Order on September 11th, 1990. By now, everyone should know that they are doing everything within their power to bring in the New World Order. But let's look at what is said in Luke 21:25 through 26. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. I want to talk to you about the golden and silver gates. This is where I was saying I could go into so much information, but I'm going to give you the bare basics. The very bare basics, and anyone who wants more information can follow up and search this out for themselves. I do not have time, nor do I have the astrological understanding to share more than simply the basics with you about the golden and silver gates within the constellations. Stargates of God and man. There are only two gates, entryways into heaven. One being the intersection between Taurus and Gemini. It is known as the Silver Gate of Heaven, where Orion is located. The intersection between Scorpio and Sagittarius, where Ophiuchus is located, is known as the Golden Gate of Heaven. The galactic center lies visually from our solar system along a line that passes through the Golden Gate. So there are two gateways in heaven within the constellations. One is known as the Silver Gate, and that is in between Taurus and Gemini. Just remember that for a minute. The Silver Gate in between Taurus and Gemini. Then we see a second gate. The Golden Gate is in between Ophiuchus and Sagittarius. Ophiuchus and Sagittarius, the Golden Gate. The Silver Gate, where is it? Between Taurus and Gemini. The Golden Gate within Ophiuchus and Sagittarius. I want to take you back to September 11th, 1990. On September 11th, 1990, President George H.W. Bush, Father Bush, spoke in Washington, D.C. I believe it was to Congress about the coming New World Order. He presented to the world the New World Order. I want you to see that on September 11th, 1990, we have the moon in the Silver Gate between Taurus and Gemini. On the left, on the bottom left, where the arrows are pointing, or where the cursor is pointing, is Jupiter. I have Jupiter marked as I was doing my search within this constellation, and the name Jupiter did not come up next to the planet, but the cursor marks where Jupiter is. So we have on September 11th, 1990, the moon is in the Silver Gate, and Jupiter is right there in that same general area. This was the beginning of the New World Order, with the moon in the Silver Gate, September 11th, 1990. Now I want to move on to September 11th, 2001, the day the towers fell. On September 11th, 2001, we see the moon again in the Silver Gate, in between Taurus and Gemini. Within this same region, in between Taurus and Gemini, we not only have Jupiter closer to the moon this time than last time, but we also have Saturn. We have the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn all within the Silver Gate on September 11th, 2001, the day the towers fell. Now, I want to look at the Golden Gate on August 11th, 2019. The Golden Gate. The constellation Ophiuchus is known as the Serpent Holder. It sits 180 degrees across from the Orion constellation. So this means that the sign directly opposite in the sky from Ophiuchus is Orion. Ophiuchus sits in the general direction towards the galactic center of our Milky Way galaxy. The Golden Gate is known as the constellation Ophiuchus, and it is known as the Serpent Holder. Now we are looking at a picture of August 11th, 2019. The time is 12 midnight. Not that that time means anything within this, but I wanted to do it in the middle, or in between the 10th and the 11th of August, which is right in the middle of Tisha B'Av, and this is a picture that was taken set to Jerusalem as its focal point. From Jerusalem, this is what is going to be seen in the heavens. And we see right here that the moon is in between Ophiuchus and Sagittarius, Saturn is to the left, and Jupiter is to the right. Remember, on September 11th, 2001, the moon was with Saturn and Jupiter in the Silver Gate. On the 9th of Av, 2019, August 10th and 11th, the moon is in the Golden Gate with Saturn and Jupiter. What does Luke 21, 25, and 26 say again? There shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. The signs in the heavens show what is coming upon the earth. Just as the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn in the Silver Gate caused distress on the earth on September 11th, 2001, now we see the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn in the Golden Gate on August 11th, 2019. And this is the reason why the warnings are coming for San Francisco. And this is the warning to the Jews that the 9th of Av and the great disaster may happen again. At this point, I don't have anything else to add to this information. This is very sobering information. And this to me seems like the nail in the coffin, that we have found the day, the 9th of Av, on August 10th and 11th, 2019. If it is so, I pray you are ready for the return of Jesus Christ, for the rapture of the church, and that you can escape the great tribulation that is coming. I pray you are blessed tonight. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, the sign of his coming revealed.